everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Happy New Year, everybody. In today's late season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the Panthers going up against the Falcons.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. They'll halt play here for an injury. As Christian McCaffrey is slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Newton to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Andy Lee, 3-time All-Pro on to punt. Justin Hardy deep for Atlanta. This is taken at the 18. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Here's the rookie from Wyoming. It's Brian Hill. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now it's 2nd and 7.
Lucky 56. Now let's go. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Again,
they run with Hill. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Now Shaw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And that hits the crossbar and comes back no good. And by just a couple of inches, this remains a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Back to throw, Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They'll run it with a receiver, Decker. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Right side, there's Decker. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Newton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Newton. Just keeping the play alive. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Brandon Marshall with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They run it again with Hill. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Here's Schaub. Looking deep for Gabriel. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now following the interception, here's Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 22-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
20.
Newton now to throw. And avoids the contact by sliding. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Throwing is Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashid Hageman in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. To throw on second down is Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now Hill. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Star Latulele with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Matt Bosher now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's taken inside his own 40. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. A busy final day for you coming up in the NFL. Final day of the year as well. 11 other games going on as we speak. And then coming up later this afternoon, 2 games each from the AFC West and NFC West, all kicking off at the same time. Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, Cardinals, Seahawks, Niners, Rams.
Loving it. Loving it.
That's it for the 2017 regular season. It'll be Happy New Year time. And Charles, you going to dust off Auld Lang Syne for us tonight?
Meet me at midnight, baby. You'll find out.
Hard pass. To throw on second down. Newton. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. So the D-line's going to spread out. Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go. And got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They go play action here on first down. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
So I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And Decker's got it. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for the Panthers. 46 yards. Newton on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Amendola, he was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And
they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Complete over the middle to Hardy. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Back to throw here. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. This defense had 3 last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reaction to those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Back to the air, Newton on second down. And he fires one incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
On third down, Newton. And able to find Decker. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now a first down throw for Newton. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Justin Hardy, his first touchdown on the year, and the Falcons will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Carolina getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And the tight end Dixon left side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So it'll be first down here after the run. Now Newton. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. The Panthers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be third and forever. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So no update from Larry after 17 weeks. Folks are saying, let's get on with the show. So we'll oblige as we get you set for the second half kickoff. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So out come the Falcons now. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, it's Hill. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll look to set up his blockers. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. On first down, it's Newton. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Duke Riley in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. To throw on second down, Newton. He's going to fire one deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a first down carry, it's Hill. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
Now Shaw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, Hill, and he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A special teams. Mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. On 1st and 10, Anderson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Rashid Hageman able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Now Anderson to throw on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Anderson. Right side, there's Decker. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2nd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw is Anderson. Off play action. And he finds Danny Amendola. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Off the play fake. Anderson. Flush to his right. They find some open field here. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 50.
Anderson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Brooks Reed in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Off play action. Anderson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Keanu Neal. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. the 40, the 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's Anderson throwing after the interception. And Olsen over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now Stewart on first down. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
A somewhat amazing stat. The largest deficit ever overcome to win a game in Panthers history is just 17 points. So this would be record book stuff if they could pull this one out. Anderson off the play fake. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Rashid Hageman able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon. The Panthers on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He'll return it from the 6. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Fresh set of downs here. Now Anderson operating from the gun. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
To throw again. Anderson. And that'll be incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. To throw is Anderson. To throw on third down. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the third time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. First carry now for Teron Ward. And he's got some space here. 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Again on the ground, again it's Ward. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Here's Ward. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. 2 yards gets him back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's Coleman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
They had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And the Panthers coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He was looking for his big target, Brandon Marshall, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Anderson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jalen Collins. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll go down at the 28. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go.
On the ground with Ward. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Freeman. He will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
It's caught. Decker. And all the way to the opposite 45. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Anderson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is caught. It's Decker. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Anderson. And the tight end, Olsen, right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Anderson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.